Hello, MGTOW. Hello, men. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. So, I want to talk about why the world appears to hate good men. And I have been experiencing this my whole life and multiple dozens, many dozens of events, perhaps on a daily basis, of an experience of what I believe, is this kind of hatred and resentment towards men, this gynocentric feminist attitude. I have a hard time saying it. And myself being mistreated by not just women, but all kinds of groups of people, and people acting as if it's perfectly justified. And me scratching my head and asking myself, what the hell happened? Well, I didn't do anything. I was actually, the right person for the job. I was actually doing a really good job. I was actually getting along really well. And I've got this group of people that hate my guts. And why? This was the question. And it always came back to, they're just bad people. They just don't like me, right? And it never felt good. It never felt like, yeah, I think I got it there. But I think I have it now, all right? So let me tell you some experiences, okay? And I'm sure that they're pretty common, like you will have experienced them as well. Say I'm working on a job. Say I'm organizing a food bank, a place that gives away food to people, okay? And I'm in charge of bringing in the food, organizing and putting all the food away, setting it up to enable giving it away, and then giving it away, right? So that's my job. And I do it really well. I get in there nice and anyway. Somebody else comes in, perhaps in a position of authority within the organization, and looks at the work I'm doing and says, no, this is bad work. This is not good work. You need to change this. You need to change that. And I'm like, no, I mean, it's good work. There's nothing wrong with the work. I understand what you want me to do. I understand the reason that you're giving me to do it, but we don't have time to do it. I can't rearrange, an entire warehouse while I've got another half of a warehouse of product coming in within the next, hour or so. And if I rearrange it in this manner, which the person is suggesting, I won't be able to, distribute my product. I won't even be able to arrange it. Now, this is just one instance, but, this is as simple as you rearranging a room, a woman or somebody else who didn't physically rearrange that room, coming into the room and saying, no, let's move this piece over here, okay? Why? Why would somebody look at your good work that you've put effort into and time and say, this is shit, this is no good, this is garbage, redo it and redo it this way, and then walk away? Why would they do that? Because I recently had, they did something like that. They didn't do exactly that. And it occurred to me that if the work was good and we had limited time, why the hell did they do it? And it occurred to me that it had nothing to do with the quality of the work, okay? It had to do with their assessment of me, right? So they were looking at me, and of course I can't really know something like this, right? This is supposition. And thinking, I don't like this person. I'm better than this person. This person has ABC faults, and I have ABC virtues. So if I see anything that suggests a virtue in this person, I'm going to find fault with it and condemn it. And I'm going to pretend that it's wrong, and I'm then going to tell them the right way to do it. So now, why would somebody do that? And the answer is because they have no validation within themselves. They feel worthless. They have nothing, no work, no accomplishments, no achievements, no relationship testimonials, no exhibiting of good results in their life, be it their health, their finances, their relationships, their relationship with themselves. So the minute they see somebody else, first thing they do is they judge that person. And they do not judge that person fairly. They judge that person looking for fault. And even if there is no fault, they will find the fault and pursue fault. Kind of like a criminal justice system that isn't actually looking for the truth. It isn't actually looking to help its citizens. It just wants to be right. So it's just going around finding people and saying, crime, my job, my responsibilities are justified. And then they pursue that crime and try to prosecute that crime, even if there is no crime. Their behavior is driven by their internal madness and chaos and their desire for approval and contribution when they have nothing of value to contribute. Therefore, they're finding fault with you, with me, with anybody, okay? Here's another thing worth noting. The people who are finding fault with you, are they good people? Are they capable people? Are they productive people? Right? This is the experiment with, the plosives. Peter Piper picked up pep. Yeah. No, they're nothing special. You don't have Elon Musk coming up to you and saying, hey, I think your math is wrong. You're a dummy. No, you've got some idiot who can't do basic math coming up to you and saying, your math is wrong. You should have done it this way. Why? Not because your math is wrong, but because when they look at you, they need to find fault with you in order to build themselves up. So the idea of getting into an argument or a debate about why you are being mistreated when there is no logical reason for you to be mistreated, it's happening because of jealousy, resentment, envy, sickness, weakness, psychopathy, sociopathy. It's happening because they're crazy, right? This is the, the Karen mindset. The person who, when they look at themselves in the mirror, can't feel good about it. So they look out at the rest of the world and all they do is pick out the problems with the rest of the world. And then they come to the group and they start bellowing and screaming about, this isn't right. This isn't fair. Take down that sign from your front yard. It offends me. They start going into all of this stuff. And all of this stuff is driven by the internal story that they are telling themselves. So you don't have to get upset. You don't have to get mad. You don't even have to defend yourself. You can just feel sorry for such a person. And consider, the better you are, the more virtuous, the more noble, the more productive, the better your relationships, the more a certain group of people are going to come after you. Recognize the physical characteristics of the people that are coming after you and finding fault with you. Weak elderly women, weak elderly men who are out of shape, who have adopted a female mindset and now want social credit for saying things like, everybody should have free health insurance. Really? Why? Why should anybody have free anything? If somebody else has to earn it, why should that person have to then have it taken away from them and give it? They can choose to do so. You can choose to do anything you want with what's yours. That's fine. That's an expression of freedom. But I'm going to come to you, or someone is going to come to you? No. And this is what's been happening, okay? This is our political sphere. People stepping forward and saying, oh, I think that we should open up our borders and give all of our social resources to people who haven't paid any taxes here and who will not pay any taxes here and who will not perpetuate the values and the system that enables us to exist. They're actually tearing that down. They're not part of the team. They're pretending to be part of the team, and then they are against the team. And you're supposed to smile and shake their hand, say, how you doing? How can I help you? Bullshit, okay? And that is part of the source of our frustration. How's a man going to feel if he has to kiss ass to somebody and kowtow to somebody who he knows hates his guts? So that's what we're dealing with. Now, I want you to have this insight as to why they hate your guts, why they're giving you a hard time. They're not giving you a hard time for your lack of virtue. They're giving you a hard time because of your virtue, okay? And the moral system that they develop is not designed for you. to help you or to help the people around you to build a prosperous future. The moral system they've designed is designed against you, to make your behavior a crime, to make your way of existing a crime. Not merely so that they can punish you and steal from you, but so that they can look down on you and hold themselves in high regard because of their imaginary story that they've placed on you. And then they will condemn you, and they will get the other people, the group, this is their focus, to go along with them. So if you're ever in a group, okay, and you're picking on somebody, think twice. You know what I mean? Give yourself a pause. Ask, okay, that's what's been happening. Now, in the election, the American people, vast majority, have said, no, this isn't for us. This is no good. We reject it, okay? But the source that was driving these people with their hatred, with their fault finding, has not gone away. They're still crazy. They still have no internal self-validation. So we need to be careful. We need to keep an eye open as to what's going to happen here. All right. I think that offers some interesting insight as to the situation that we are actually dealing with. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, donate, and join me again, Howard Dare, as I plan to have more content for you. Thank you, MGTOW.